It is 9:17 p.m. on Thursday, April 2nd, 2015. Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Limited, located at 88 to 90 Hatton Garden in London, a 6-story building in the heart of England's Diamond District. Inside the basement vault, 7 feet below street level, lie 999 safe deposit boxes. The contents are unknown. The owners are private. The security is about to be tested. 4 men arrive separately. They range in age from 58 to 76 years old. Combined age, 278 years. Combined criminal experience, over 200 years. They are not supposed to be here. Brian Reeder, 76, is the oldest. He walks with a slight limp. In 1983, he helped steal $40 million worth of gold bullion from the Brinks Mat warehouse. He served 8 years. He has been planning this job for 2 years. John Collins, 75, known as Kenny, arrives second. He parks a white Mercedes van in an alley behind the building. The van contains equipment: 2 drills, 1 Hilti DD350 industrial core drill, 1 Makita angle grinder, 60-pound bags, wheelie bins, a pump. The equipment weighs approximately 200 pounds. Terry Perkins, 67, enters third. In 1985, he stole $6 million from the Security Express Depot in Shoreditch. He served 22 years. He is considered the most dangerous of the group. Daniel Jones, 58, is the youngest. He is responsible for the inside job. He has been studying the building's security systems for months. The building has CCTV cameras. The cameras cover the entrance and the stairwell. They do not cover the basement. The alarm system is connected to Southern Monitoring Alarm Company. The alarm can be manually disabled from inside. The fire escape door is locked from the outside. It can be opened from inside. This is the weakness. At 9:21 p.m., Jones opens the fire escape door from inside. The other 3 men enter. They carry the equipment down a narrow staircase. 13 steps. The basement vault door is closed. It is 3 inches thick. It weighs 1 ton. It is made of reinforced steel. They do not touch it. Instead, they walk past the vault door. They stop at the wall beside it. The wall is concrete. It is 50 centimeters thick, approximately 20 inches. Behind this wall is the vault. This is where they will drill. 10:47 p.m., the Hilti DD350 drill starts. The sound is loud. The building is empty. It is the Easter holiday weekend. Hatton Garden is closed. The diamond dealers are gone. The streets are quiet. No one hears the drilling. The drill bit is diamond tipped. It rotates at 1,500 revolutions per minute. It cuts through concrete like butter through bread. But the wall is thick. Progress is slow. 11:55 p.m. The first hole is complete. Diameter 10 inches, depth 20 inches. The drill has cut through the wall. They can see into the vault. Safety deposit boxes line the walls, floor to ceiling, rows and rows. They estimate 600 boxes are accessible, but the hole is too small. A man cannot fit through a 10-inch hole. They need to make it bigger. 12:33 a.m., Friday, April 3rd. They begin drilling a second hole. Same diameter, same depth. This hole will intersect with the first. Together, they will create an opening large enough for a man to crawl through. The drill overheats. They stop. They pour water on the drill bit. Steam rises. They wait 15 minutes. They continue drilling. 1:44 a.m. The second hole is complete. They use the angle grinder to remove the remaining concrete between the holes. Sparks fly. Orange light illuminates the basement. The smell of burning concrete fills the air. 2:17 a.m. The opening is complete. Dimensions: approximately 18 inches wide by 20 inches tall, just large enough for a man to squeeze through. Collins goes first. He is thin, he weighs 154 pounds. He crawls through head first. His shoulders scrape the concrete. He emerges on the other side. He is inside the vault. The vault is small, approximately 40 feet long by 15 feet wide. The ceiling is low, 8 feet high. The walls are lined with safe deposit boxes, brass doors, combination locks, small rectangular doors, large square doors. Each box is numbered. Collins opens his bag. He removes a drill, not the Hilti, a smaller drill. This one is for the locks. 2:31 a.m. He begins drilling out the first lock, box number 54. The lock cylinder is brass. It takes 4 minutes to drill through. The door swings open. Inside, jewelry, diamond rings, gold necklaces, watches. He empties the contents into a bag. Perkins crawls through the hole. Then Jones. Reader stays outside. His back is bad. He cannot crawl. He will monitor the situation from outside. They work methodically. Drill the lock, open the door, empty the contents, move to the next box. They do not speak unnecessarily. They have done this before. Not together, not here, but they know the routine. 3:15 a.m. They have opened 20 boxes. The bags are filling. They contain jewelry, cash, gold bars, and documents. The documents are unexpected. Legal papers, passports, photographs, they take everything. 4:02 a.m. They have opened 35 boxes. The work is exhausting. The vault has no ventilation. The air is thick. Concrete dust floats in the air. They are sweating. 5:33 a.m. Sunrise approaches. They need to leave. They have opened 52 boxes. The bags are heavy, approximately 60 pounds each. They pass the bags through the hole to Reader. He loads them into the wheelie bins. 6:05 a.m. They exit through the fire escape. Reader and Collins load the wheelie bins into the white Mercedes van. The van drives away. Jones locks the fire escape door from inside. He leaves through the front entrance. The building appears untouched. Saturday, April 4th. 8:00 a.m. The thieves meet at a garage in Enfield, North London. The garage belongs to Jones. They empty the bags onto a table. They begin sorting. Jewelry in one pile, cash in another, gold in a third. Reader examines a diamond necklace. He estimates its value at $80,000. Collins finds a bag of loose diamonds, hundreds of them, various sizes, various cuts. He has no way to value them accurately. They realize they have a problem. They do not know what they have stolen. The contents of safe deposit boxes are private. The owners do not declare them. There are no records, no inventory. The true value is unknown. Reader makes a decision. They will return tonight. They will open more boxes, as many as possible. Then they will disappear. 9:14 p.m., Saturday, April 4th. The thieves return to Hatton Garden. Same entrance, same basement, same vault. But something has changed. The alarm system has been triggered, not by them, by a malfunction. The alarm company, Southern Monitoring, receives the alert at 12:21 a.m. on Friday morning. They call the key holder. No answer. They dispatch a patrol. The patrol arrives at 1:20 a.m. Friday. They check the building exterior. They see nothing unusual. They leave. The alarm triggers again, Saturday morning at 8:05 a.m. Same procedure, same result. Nothing unusual detected. But the thieves do not know this. They proceed with their plan. 10:02 p.m., they enter the vault. They continue opening boxes. Box 103, Box 117, Box 129. The pattern continues. 11:47 p.m. They have opened an additional 20 boxes, but fatigue is setting in. Reader, at 76, is exhausted. Perkins is coughing from the concrete dust. Collins' hands are cramping. They make another decision. This is enough. They will leave now. They will not return. 1:23 a.m., Sunday, April 5th. They exit for the final time. The white Mercedes van drives through empty London streets. Easter Sunday morning. The city is asleep. They have opened 73 safe deposit boxes in total. They have stolen jewelry, cash, gold, and diamonds. The exact value is unknown. Estimates will later range from $14 million to $200 million. The police will call it the largest burglary in English legal history. Tuesday, April 7th, 8:17 a.m. Hatton Gardens Safe Deposit Limited reopens after the Easter holiday. Alok Bavishi, the building manager, arrives first. He unlocks the front entrance. He walks to his office. He notices nothing unusual. 8:45 a.m. Bavishi walks to the basement to check the vault. He opens the basement door. He descends the stairs. He sees concrete dust on the floor. He continues walking. He turns the corner. The hole is visible immediately. 18 inches wide, 20 inches tall, jagged edges, fresh concrete dust surrounds it. The fire escape door is ajar. Bavishi runs to the vault door. He unlocks it. He enters. Safe deposit boxes are open, doors hanging, contents gone. He counts quickly, at least 70 boxes, maybe more. 8:52 a.m. Bavishi calls the police. Scotland Yard dispatches the flying squad. The flying squad specializes in armed robbery and serious organized crime. They arrive at 9:31 a.m. Detective Chief Inspector Paul Johnson enters the vault. He photographs the scene. He measures the hole. He examines the drill marks. He has been investigating robberies for 23 years. He has never seen anything like this. The investigation begins immediately. Johnson's team reviews CCTV footage from the building. The cameras show 4 men entering through the fire escape on Thursday night. The footage is grainy. The men wear hats and keep their heads down. Facial identification is impossible, but the cameras capture other details. The white Mercedes van, partial license plate LD06, the wheelie bins, the bags. Timestamps confirm they were inside for approximately 8 hours Thursday night and 3 hours Saturday night. Johnson expands the search. His team collects CCTV from neighboring buildings, traffic cameras, street cameras, business cameras. Hatton Garden is one of the most surveilled areas in London. Cameras are everywhere. Wednesday, April 8th, the investigation team has collected footage from 56 different cameras. They begin the painstaking process of tracking the white Mercedes van, camera to camera, street to street. The van travels north from Hatton Garden. It stops at a red light on Farringdon Road. A camera captures the full license plate, LD06FLE, registered to John Collins in Islington, North London. Johnson obtains a warrant. Thursday, April 9th, 6 a.m. Police raid the home of John Collins. Collins is arrested. The white Mercedes van is in his driveway. Forensic teams examine it. They find concrete dust in the back, drill shavings, microscopic gold particles. But they do not find the stolen goods. The home of Collins contains no jewelry, no cash, no diamonds, nothing connecting him to the contents of the vault. Collins refuses to speak. He invokes his right to silence. The police have 96 hours to charge him or release him. The flying squad makes a decision. Release Collins. Watch him. Wait for him to lead them to the others. April 13th, 2015. Collins is released without charge. He knows he is being watched. He behaves normally. He visits the supermarket. He goes to the pub. He watches television. He does not contact his accomplices, but the police are patient. They install surveillance on the phone of Collins. They track his movements with GPS. They photograph everyone he meets. 3 weeks pass. Collins maintains his routine. The police begin to doubt their strategy. May 7th, 2015. Collins receives a phone call. The number is unregistered, a burner phone. The call lasts 43 seconds. Police cannot hear the conversation. The phone is encrypted. 2 hours later, Collins leaves his home. He drives to Edmonton, North London. He parks outside a pub called The Castle. He enters alone. Police surveillance follows. They photograph him meeting 3 men inside the pub, age approximately 60 to 70 years old. The men sit in a corner booth. They lean close. They speak quietly. The meeting lasts 37 minutes. Collins leaves first. The other 3 men leave separately. Police teams follow each man. Man number 1, Brian Reeder, 76, Dartford, Kent. Man number 2, Terry Perkins, 67, Enfield, London. Man number 3, Daniel Jones, 58, Enfield, London. Background checks confirm all 3 men have extensive criminal records. Robbery, burglary, theft. Combined sentences, over 60 years in prison. The surveillance intensifies. Police monitor all 4 men, phone taps, GPS tracking, 24-hour physical surveillance. They are waiting for one thing: the division of the stolen goods. May 15th, 2015. Daniel Jones drives to a garage in Enfield. The garage is registered under the name of his daughter. Surveillance teams photograph him entering at 2:17 p.m. 30 minutes later, Collins arrives. Then Perkins, then Reeder. All 4 men are inside the garage. Police cannot see inside. The garage has no windows. The men remain inside for 3 hours and 12 minutes. They emerge carrying nothing. They drive away separately. Police make a decision: raid the garage. But they need a warrant. They need probable cause. They photograph the men entering and leaving. This is not enough. May 17th. Police observe Jones returning to the garage. He carries a black duffel bag. He enters. He exits 15 minutes later without the bag. This is enough. Police obtain a warrant. May 19th, 2015, 6:03 a.m. 20 officers raid the garage. Jones is inside. He is arrested immediately. The garage contains items from the heist: jewelry scattered on a table, cash in plastic bags, gold bars stacked in a corner, a drill, bags containing documents and photographs stolen from the safe deposit boxes. But this is not everything. Police estimate they have recovered approximately 1/3 of the stolen goods. The rest is missing. Later that morning, police raid the homes of Reeder, Collins, and Perkins. All 3 are arrested. Their homes are searched. Small amounts of jewelry are found. Cash, but not the bulk of the haul. Police arrest 3 additional men: Carl Wood, 58, William Lincoln, 60, and Hugh Doyle, 48. These men are the support team. Wood stored items at his home. Lincoln helped move the goods. Doyle was the lookout. All 7 men are charged with conspiracy to commit burglary. The trial begins in January 2016 at Woolwich Crown Court. The prosecution presents CCTV footage, phone records, GPS tracking data, forensic evidence, witness testimony. The evidence is overwhelming. The footage shows the men entering the building. The drill is covered in their fingerprints. The stolen goods are found in their possession. But the men have different strategies. Brian Reeder pleads guilty immediately. His lawyer argues his age and health should be considered during sentencing. Reeder had a stroke shortly after his arrest. He uses a wheelchair. He looks frail. Collins, Perkins, and Jones plead not guilty. They claim they were framed. The police, they argue, planted evidence. The CCTV footage is inconclusive. Any reasonable person could have been in those images. The jury deliberates for 6 days. They return guilty verdicts for Collins, Perkins, and Jones. Wood and Lincoln are convicted of conspiracy to conceal criminal property. Doyle is convicted of concealing criminal property. March 7, 2016, sentencing. Brian Reeder, 6 years and 3 months. Terry Perkins, 7 years. John Collins, 7 years. Daniel Jones, 7 years. Carl Wood, 6 years. William Lincoln, 7 years. Hugh Doyle, 21 months, suspended sentence. The judge, Christopher Kinch, QC, addresses the court. This was a sophisticated, planned, and executed burglary. The ringleaders were all career criminals. You sought to take advantage of your age and apparent infirmity as a means of conveying the impression that you were harmless. You are anything but harmless. The press nicknamed them the Bad Grandpas, the Diamond Weezers. The story captures international attention. Elderly criminals, sophisticated heist, millions stolen. It sounds like fiction. The problem remains unsolved. Police have recovered approximately $4.5 million worth of goods, but conservative estimates place the total haul at $14 million. Some victims claim their losses exceed $50 million. Others suggest the true total approaches $200 million. The discrepancy exists because safe deposit boxes are private. Owners are not required to declare contents. Many victims refuse to come forward. They cannot explain where their valuables came from. Some items may have been illegally obtained. Some may have been hidden from tax authorities. Police interview the convicted men repeatedly. Where is the rest? Where did you hide it? The men claim there is nothing else. What the police found is all there was. The estimates, they say, are wildly exaggerated, but investigators do not believe them. In June 2016, police execute proceeds of crime orders. Reeder is ordered to pay back $6.6 million or face an additional 7 years in prison. Collins, $7.6 million. Perkins, $6.5 million. Jones, $6.6 million. The men claim they do not have the money. They have no hidden assets, no offshore accounts, nothing. The courts are unsympathetic. Pay or face additional time. September 2017. Brian Reeder, now 79, is sentenced to an additional 6 years and 3 months for failing to pay. He will be 85 before his release date. January 2018. Terry Perkins dies in HMP Belmarsh. He is 69 years old. He suffered from heart disease and diabetes. The autopsy confirms natural causes. He dies without revealing where his share went. Collins and Jones remain in prison. They maintain their innocence regarding hidden assets. Detective Chief Inspector Paul Johnson retires in 2018. In his final interview, he discusses the case. We know they stole significantly more than we recovered. We know they had help hiding it. We may never find it all. Theories emerge. Some investigators believe the men had a fifth accomplice who was never identified. This person, they theorize, took the most valuable items and disappeared. No evidence supports this theory. Others believe the stolen goods were quickly sold through underground markets. Jewelry was melted down. Diamonds were recut. Gold was converted to cash. By the time police made arrests, the items had already been dispersed across the criminal networks of London and beyond. A third theory suggests the goods are still hidden, buried somewhere in North London, waiting in a storage unit, locked in a safe. The convicted men are simply waiting out their sentences. When they are released, they will retrieve their fortune and disappear. The truth remains unknown. Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Limited closed permanently in 2016. The building was sold. The vault was sealed. The business could not recover from the publicity and the lawsuits. Victims filed over 40 civil claims against the company. They argued security was inadequate. The alarm system failed twice. The building was left unmonitored during a 4-day holiday weekend. The company settled most claims out of court. The heist exposed weaknesses in private security systems throughout London. Safe deposit companies upgraded their security. Vault walls were reinforced. Alarm systems were improved. 24-hour monitoring became standard. But the story endures for a different reason. The age of the criminals, the audacity of the plan, the sheer volume of the theft. Brian Reeder is currently 85 years old, serving his sentence at HMP Warren Hill, a Category C prison in Suffolk. He is scheduled for release in 2028, when he will be 89. John Collins is 84. He is serving his sentence at HMP Wayland in Norfolk. His release date is 2027. Daniel Jones is 67. He is serving his sentence at HMP Elmley in Kent. His release date is 2026. The investigation technically remains open. The flying squad has not closed the case file. They continue to monitor the convicted men. They continue to search for the missing millions. November 2023. A safety deposit box is discovered in a London storage facility. It contains jewelry and cash. Forensic analysis confirms some items match descriptions from the Hatton Garden heist. Value: approximately $180,000. The box was rented under a false name. The trail goes cold. The story raises questions about crime, age, and audacity. How did men in their 60s and 70s execute such a sophisticated operation? How did they drill through concrete for hours without detection? How did they hide millions in stolen goods? The answers lie partially in experience. Combined, the four main conspirators had over 200 years of criminal experience. They had planned robberies before. They had studied security systems. They understood police procedures. They knew how to avoid detection. But experience does not explain everything. The heist required physical strength. The drill weighed 60 pounds. The bags of stolen goods weighed 60 pounds each. The men crawled through an 18-inch hole multiple times. Perhaps desperation played a role. All four men were career criminals. All had served significant prison time. All were in their final decades. This was their last opportunity for one significant score. Or perhaps it was simply arrogance, the belief that age would protect them, that no one would suspect elderly men of executing the largest burglary in English history. As of January 2026, 3 of the original conspirators remain in prison. Terry Perkins is deceased. The 3 convicted accomplices have been released. Approximately $9 million to $195 million remains missing, depending on which estimates are accurate. The police believe they will never recover everything. The building at 88 to 90 Hatton Garden has been converted to offices. The basement vault remains sealed. No one has opened it since the investigation concluded in 2016. The story has been adapted into a film, King of Thieves, starring Michael Caine, released in 2018. The film romanticizes the heist. It portrays the men as lovable rogues. Victims who lost irreplaceable family heirlooms disagree. The drill used to break into the vault is currently held in evidence storage at Scotland Yard. It is labeled Exhibit A 67-2015. It will likely remain there until all appeals are exhausted and all convicted men have completed their sentences. The case file contains 14,000 pages of evidence, 7,200 hours of CCTV footage, and testimony from 142 witnesses. It represents one of the most thoroughly documented criminal investigations in British history. The final question remains unanswered. Was it worth it? 4 men, averaging 69 years old at the time of the crime, risked everything for one last score. They will spend their final years in prison. The money they stole remains hidden, possibly forever. Brian Reeder, in a rare interview before his sentencing, was asked if he regretted the heist. He paused for 17 seconds before responding. No comment. The investigation continues.